welcome to my YouTube channel. Today we are going to see appendix, which is although a very rudimentary organ in human being, but it's at the same time very important for your practice, day-to-day practice. Abdominal pain, you have to exclude appendix and you have to confirm appendicitis. For both confirming appendicitis and excluding appendicitis, it is very much important.
So let us see appendix. First of all, definition. It is a narrow worm-like tube arising from the posteromedial wall of the cecum, about 2 cm below the terminal part of the ileum. So ileum has two openings, one for the cecum and one for the appendix. The appendicular opening is 2 cm below the ileocecal opening. Length, it varies from 2 to 20 cm, but the mode average is 9 cm. So most of the individual have 9 cm in length according to average, mode averaging. Shape is worm-like. It has got three parts. You can see this part is base, from where it starts, that is base. Then the total length is body, and the terminal part, the end part, is called as tip. Peritoneal relation. It is covered by the peritoneum. The mesentery of the appendix is mesoappendix. The mesoappendix is connected to the mesentery of small intestine. Position of appendix. There are different positions. Among them, the most common position is retrocecal position. So retrocecal or retrocolic, these are the most common position. We may also call it as 12 o'clock position. The most common position is this. Now apart from this, there may be parailiac type, which is very rare, 1%. It is present in front of the terminal part of the ileum. Then posterior ileal type, the appendix is present behind the ileum, which is 0.4%. Then promontoric type, this is the second most common type. Then pelvic type, which is 4 o'clock position. This is almost 31% cases. This is actually the second most common type. Then there is subcecal or midinguinal type, or 6 o'clock position, which is 2.26% we may see. And then paracolic or paracecal or 11 o'clock position. So these are the positions. Commonest is 12 o'clock position. Then you have 3 o'clock position or promontoric type. Then pelvic or 4 o'clock position, which is second most common. Almost 1/3 individual you can see, 31.01%. Then subcecal point or midinguinal point, that is 6 o'clock position, and paravelar or paracecal position, that is 11 o'clock position. So these are the variants of appendix. Then appendicular orifice. The canal of appendix is small and opens into the cecum by an orifice lying below the little behind ileocecal opening. We have already said it is 2 cm below, and also it is little behind ileocecal opening. It is guarded by a valve. The orifice of the appendix is sometimes guarded by a semilunar mucus fold forming a valve. Not as a rule, each and every appendicular opening will not have valve. In some cases, the surface epithelium or the most superficial layer of the mucosal layer that have a fold, that fold forms a valve-like structure. Now this is the transverse section of an appendix. It has got from outside inwards, you can see outside inwards. For the first layer is serous layer. This outermost thin lining is serosa. After that serosa, this layer is muscle layer. This thickness is muscle layer. Then you have a thin submucosa, and after that submucosa is separated from mucus layer by muscularis mucosa. This line is muscularis mucosa. Muscularis mucosa is a sublayer of mucus layer. Then this is the lamina propria. This total thickness is lamina propria. This lamina propria is having numerous lymphatic nodules. These are the lymphatic nodules. You can see there are numerous lymphatic nodules, and it ends at surface epithelium. This red line, you can see, this is surface epithelium. Now it has got a triangular lumen. You can see if there is more fold, it can become quadrangular. It can become, if even more fold, it can become a star shaped lumen. Okay, now we are moving to the surface marking. So pain of appendix may be of various parts of the abdomen, but it is the tenderness that can confirm the case. So this is the McBurney's point. You can see McBurney's point. If you draw a line from umbilical region, umbilicus to anterior superior iliac spine, and draw a point between medial 2/3 and lateral 1/3, that is McBurney's point, where you can get the tenderness. This is important. Tenderness is different from pain. So if you palpate and the pain increases, that is tenderness, and tenderness is seen at McBurney's point. You have to know this McBurney's point is a surface marking. So what I said, 1/3 from anterior superior iliac spine and 2/3 from umbilicus, that point is McBurney's point. It is also used for appendectomy. You have to give incision here for appendectomy. Arterial supply, it is supplied by the end artery, that is appendicular artery branch of ileocecal artery, which is branch of superior mesenteric artery. Then venous drainage corresponding to the artery, that is same name, vein. Then lymphatic drainage, it is the ileocecal groove of lymph node. Nerve supply, sympathetic component coming from superior mesenteric plexus and preganglionic fiber from T10 segment of spinal cord, and parasympathetic component coming by left and right vagus nerve. On physical examination, how to distinguish, there is obturator sign. Internal rotation of the hip causes pain, suggesting that possibility of inflamed appendix located in the pelvis. And second one is iliopsoas sign. This is a classical sign of appendicitis patient, extending the right hip, causing pain along the posterolateral back and hip, suggesting of retrocecal appendicitis. I have already told that retrocecal is the commonest position of the appendix, and in such cases, if you lie this patient like this and extend the hip joint, there will be pain. So this is iliopsoas sign. Now coming to other signs and symptoms, there may be migrating pain due to radiation, that is the most confusing part of the appendicitis. Pain in the umbilical region that moves to the right iliac fossa, then maximal tenderness at the McBurney's point, as I've already told how to draw McBurney's point. Then reversing sign, the palpitation of LIF causes pain to RIF. Okay, so that is another sign. So that's all for appendix. Here we conclude appendix with